your 2014 champion, Stephanie Howe.
Brian Palavai run far here with François D'haene before the 2015 Western States 100. How are you, François?
Nice, thank you.
When did you arrive here in the U.S.?
I arrived on Sunday night.
Okay, so a little time to get over jet lag and...
Yeah, perfect. We stayed 3 days in Auburn, and we arrived just in Squaw Valley yesterday, although today before the race.
But you were here a few weeks ago, correct?
Yeah, I was here in May. I want to come here in Squaw Valley, but unlucky there's too much snow. Although we start our trip in Robinson Flat.
Okay.
Less snow, and then we go slowly to Auburn.
So you get to see the most beautiful parts of the course for the first time.
Yeah.
During the race.
Yeah, but from Robinson Flat we go to Lions Ridge and Red Star Ridge.
Yeah.
And it was
you went
nice.
backwards. Okay.
And even at the end, it's a lot of single trail, and yeah, the trail are really nice and amazing, and atmosphere is pretty different than in Europe, and I really like this atmosphere.
Yeah, the single track's beautiful, but the competition's going to be fierce. And you were saying a little while ago that you really have to race the whole way. You think?
Yeah, it's really different than the ultra race that I do usually, because it's yes, you put for example, normally you put 22 hours for an ultra race, and you think you go fast, and here if you put this time, you are very far behind the first runner. Although you need to put 7 hours less in the same distance, it's a lot.
Yeah,
and that's why it's really different. You will walk a little bit, but in comparison, you never walk here. It's always the same, not the same speed, but the same movement. Always running, and keep strong. And it's different to change it in my mood. That's why I do some race like in Australia and another French race on the road, and I try to discover this new way to move.
So did you concentrate on that in training as well, just consistent running?
Yeah, a little bit before Australia and in Australia, and then I don't feel very confident in this way. Although I say, okay, now I need to run a lot, but I need to make some long day.
Yeah,
and that's why since 3 weeks I wasn't concentrated on this way. I just spent a lot of time in mountain because this is what I like.
Yeah,
and I walk a lot. I made some glacier and everything, and I come back on my last way to train because I feel most confident and most happy with that. So yeah, I think I keep the fast from Australia and everything, but since 3 weeks I come back on my way to train to be confident and to take some pleasure in the mountain.
Yeah.
And because it's summer and now I can run everywhere in the mountain. That's
nice.
why I did that. So
you started your season very late this year. You were supposed to run Marathon des Sables and you delayed, and then you kind of had a rough race, a hard race in Australia.
Yeah.
Have you felt your confidence in your strength building since then?
Yes, I have a new baby in December, and yeah, I really want to take time with them. I was a little bit sick in January, although it was hard to make my organization and everything. And I really like to do some ski during winter. Also, I really start running in middle of April. And I say, okay, my goal it's true. It's my first goal is Western States. Although I have time, I don't need to be in the hurry, to be hurried. And that's why I say, okay, Australia is on my way to Western States. So I have 1 month to train for Australia, then recovery, then Western States. So I think it's better for me to be fresh and to be concentrated on something. That's why I start later than I have previous.
And so you weren't very focused or concerned about Australia. Australia was part of the journey.
Yeah, sure, because I really want to recognize Western States, and with my family plan and the vineyard plan, it's hard to put the Western States recognized after Australia. So I put this trip just before Australia, and I arrived in Australia 1 day before the race.
Yeah.
And with the week before 200 kilometers, I think it's not the best way to be there from in
No.
Australia, but not so bad too. And yeah, I was good in Australia. I have just a small pain on my foot, but I was really happy about the result. And I meet Dylan Bowman and I meet some other runner, and I think it was really a perfect training.
Yeah, and your foot is better now?
Yeah. Just during the race, I start with a big pain on my foot, and when at the finish I have no pain. Also it was.
And you haven't run a 200-kilometer week this past week, no?
No. No. After Australia, after US and then Australia, it was a lot of trip, lot of kilometers, and it take me a lot of time to recovery and to get motivation to be strong in training for Western States. Also, I take really 2 weeks very easy, and then I come back slowly by bicycle, and then mountain running and everything. And yeah, I made a big week 5 days ago.
Yeah.
And then since 1 week I rest a little bit, and this week we run in Auburn 2 hours, 3 hours each day to make the machine warm up.
Yeah. How is the heat?
It's hard. We try to train we start running at 11 or 12 each day, just to feel what we can feel during the race. Yeah, it's hard, but I think it's hard for everybody. We just need to be careful about the speed, to be fresh, and I see a lot of film. I listen to a lot of runner, and they say the race start when we cross the river.
Yeah.
And I think it's really true. If you don't arrive fresh at Forest Hill, I think it's really hard to finish fast. And I will try to be fresh at Forest Hill, even if I know that I will destroy at Forest Hill.
Yeah. So maybe not an aggressive start, a calm start.
Yeah. But yeah, it's an essence start, and I think it's on Forest Road.
Yeah.
And American runner like go fast on Forest Road, but I like Forest Road too. No? I think but yeah, I really need to make my own speed and to be slow until Forest Hill to be fresh.
Now, you're most well known for running very difficult 100-milers, winning UTMB, Diagonal de Fou, that sort of race. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the faster races, or something about your leg speed? You've run some road marathons, so I mean.
No, I see just I win last year UTMB, Diagonal de Fou, and Mont Fuji.
Yeah.
And for me, come back on this race. If I come back on this race, it's just for win and a new time. And for me, it's not my goal to win a second. No, my goal was to finish this race as fast as I can, as good as I can, and I win. I'm lucky I win. I'm so happy about that. But come back on this race just to win again, it's not a goal. It's not my personal goal. It's not a goal for me. And if I do try winning, it's to try some new adventure and some new trial. That's why I'm here in Western States, even if it's not my
best terrain. But you're probably faster in raw speed, in real speed, than people think. Like, what's your marathon PR?
I just do one marathon by year.
Yeah.
And I did it 2 weeks after Diagonal de Fou.
Yeah. Oh, then it probably.
But I put 2 hours and 34.
2 weeks after Diagonal de Fou.
Yeah, but it's Beaujolais Marathon, and there's 400 meters elevation gain.
A slow race.
No, it's not a slow race, but it's not like Berlin Marathon or London Marathon, but it's a really hard effort. After this marathon, after Diagonal de Fou, I jump. I was happy at the finish line. I don't feel my legs because I was so happy. And after the marathon, I was happy too, but it was impossible for me to put out my shoes. It's just 2 hours and a half, and Diagonal de Fou it's 22 hours and a half.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just a very, very different kind of effort. And I think Western States and Diagonal de Fou, it's just the same. It's just very different effort.
Mm-hmm.
It's already a long effort, sure, but it's different, yes.
But you think you can run 4-minute kilometers if you need to on some of those sections late in the race?
I hope, yes.
Yeah.
I will try. I will hope. I think, it's not like marathon because it's maybe you run for 14 kilometers by hour or 15 kilometers by hour sometimes, but your heart is never. You have some ascents and descents. Your heart is never at the same level during the whole long time.
Yeah.
Also it's, and yes, the trails are really nice. You have the landscape. You have a very, yeah, it's different running with a pacer. I never did that before.
No.
It's the first time for me.
Who is your pacer?
My pacer is my coach, Christophe Malardet and Anna Frost.
Okay.
And I'm really happy to run with them because they count a lot for me, and I really appreciate these people. Also, I think with this landscape, with this new race, new experience, new pacer, I think I'm sure I don't see how the kilometer will pass. It will be really fast race.
Before you know it, you'll be at Placer High.
Yeah, I think.
Well, enjoy the experience and good luck out there.
Thank you, and good luck to all the runner. And really nice place. I'm really happy to be there.